Good evening. Today we have another comic review. I have Starblades by Kyle Ritter. For those who don't know, Kyle's worked in the industry for a few years now. He generally works as a colorist for other artists, and this is his first story that's all his own, the artwork and the story. I have here the variant cover with the female members of the team, which looks brilliant, so let's get ahead and see what's inside. So we're introduced to the first two characters here, Garrix and Zreen, and essentially what we have here is a bit of world building. He sense something that's wrong, explanation that how Earth's changed, there's an asteroid that's struck, essentially ruined the world, and it's given the discovery of Starmel, which is essentially magic and allows a kind of unique powers to manifest themselves. Interesting bit of dialogue we have here. It talks about how he sacrificed his humanity and his life. Now, is that in a literal sense? Has he died and been reborn as a ghost mage? Has he sort of transcended humanity? We're not quite sure, but it'll be interesting to find out a bit more. This brings us to this panel here. So his expression here, given that he's detecting something that's cataclysmic, something extremely dangerous, he seems a bit unconcerned with that. Is that because he's transcended humanity? Or is it just an issue with facial expressions? We don't have that later on in the comic, so I'm a little concerned with that. So come here to a few members of the team. We have tiresome work on the run from a big snake monster. And for those of you who remember the best decade and who were born in it, you'll remember Visionaries. So we have kind of spirit wolf powers here. I absolutely love this. This is a fantastic panel. Small issue, he talks here about being filled with a primal rage. Now for me, wolves aren't really known for their rage. It's more teamwork, their heightened senses, reflexes. Would that make more sense if he had had that by activating his powers? I think so. Now we have here tiresome work being chased by these snake guys, and as you can see, I've got a lot of extra S's just to remind you that these guys are in fact snakes. Most of the characters have sort of animal themes around them. Now we come here to the fly and the ointment, really. Now that really should have been picked up in proofing or at the printers. So to have an error like that in a professional comic like this, that was kind of a big red flag. So let's carry on. So we have duel here between Work and the snake guy. All seems good. And Garrix arrives here. And he's got a survivor with him. So we bring here, Dragon kind of explains what's happened to him. We have to talk about the invasion of the Dragon Kingdom. And it's just, as you can see, bones, death everywhere, cataclysmic event. This page I particularly liked. As you can see here, we have, just cinematic panels. You wouldn't need dialogue in this. You wouldn't even need the voiceover. You know what's going on here. It's just wow. Another small issue here. He says, "Nothing left to live for, but I'll keep fighting to the end." Well, why would one keep fighting when you've nothing to live for? Maybe it would have worked better if he'd said nothing left to live for, aside from vengeance, maybe. So we have here the villains revealed, the villain team, who look badass. So here we have Overlord, introduce himself here, and how they're going to have a bit of a scrap. Great look at that. So he even talks here about leaping the action blinded by rage. Now, wouldn't it have made more sense if Dryden here had activated his spirit powers? Obviously, a dragon being more thematic with rage, and I can see here he's taking his hand off. Brilliant. So you can imagine instead he's filled with his dragon rage, takes his hand, smashes him to the ground, about to deliver the killing blow, and then sort of the witch intervenes. I think that would have a bit more sense narratively, but that's just my opinion. So Garrix essentially here charges them with gathering together the Starblades, and then find the ghost tiger. So Mork here's a bit concerned by that. A bit of villain stuff here. We'll skip that ahead. Don't want too many spoilers. So they're here on a trek, and we meet the ghost tiger, who looks fantastic. The motif, the design of her character, that's what a female protagonist looks like. That's just amazing. I like a kind of, almost like an ice stick she has there. Like icicle, that stuff. She talks here about, if you returned, if I saw you again, there'd be dire consequences, and obviously Rourke confronts her with that. This isn't about us. So obviously they've got history together. Are they rivals, former lovers, siblings who've had a falling out? We don't know, but it'd be interesting to find out what goes on between the two of them. So she touches Dryden's head here. She's also got some kind of telepathic ability. She's kind of seen what he's seen, what's going on. She understands the threat and how it's greater than a rivalry, her issues with Rourke. And they head off together to try and save the Sky Kingdom. But they're a bit late. So we're already in the midst of a battle here with some skeletons. And we'll just do another character. So Kevik here introduces himself. Now obviously he has kind of shark underwater theme to him. I was concerned with this, that they'd make him look a bit too ridiculous. But he's got the clear motif of a shark with him. The designs with the teeth on his arms and his shoulders. But he doesn't look ridiculous. He doesn't have gills or flippers. So I think they pulled it off quite well. So we're introduced now to Talon, the Eagle Princess. So, again, a minor issue. They talk about how the king was passed, and again, here's the princess here. Now, either royals here are incredibly stoic and don't want to be seen weak in front of commoners, because she's just lost her father and her kingdom's being invaded. She doesn't look particularly aggrieved or concerned. Again, a minor issue with that. So the team step out. Amazing designs. They just look fantastic. Kyle art is this is beyond S tier. And that's kind of the first part of the story. So we have some of the Origins tale here for Honora. The remainder of the book is essentially just artwork and alternative covers. So we have the full team. Again, full team shot. And some pages of concept art, character designs. Again, they look amazing. And black and white to the end, sort of initial sketches. So, initial thoughts on Starblades. Took 2 years to come out. Clearly a massive labour of love for Kyle. Brilliant art. Story, yeah, I'm intrigued. I want to know what's going on. The stories between the characters, what's going to develop. So, yeah, a few little disappointments, particularly with the proofing errors. However, I'm excited to see more. And, yeah, thank you for watching.